Welcome back to Turning Tuesday. It's been a while. Things have changed. I've picked up some new toys, a new bandsaw, a smaller lathe with speed control, a new camera, a GoPro. Unfortunately, there's still a lack of time to record, and that's why nothing's been released lately. I hope you enjoy this beautiful... I'm making this pen as a gift from a close friend. This video is purely for demonstration purposes. It is only my personal process. Mistakes were made. This is not for instructional purposes. Please do not copy anything you see in this video. The process of this video is cutting the blanks down to size for the brass inserts, then drilling out the hole to take the insert. I did not have the correct drill bits for this project. I used a smaller bit and then multiple passes for a snug fit. Once the inserts are cured, I then began turning, sanding, and finishing so that I could get a beautiful polish on this pen before assembly and shipping it off for its final destination. You'll notice here I'm doing a quick pass with the drill bit, checking that the brass insert is snug. Unfortunately, it's not quite there, so I just keep taking another pass at a time until I do get that beautiful snug fit. Typically, I'll allow 24 hours to cure. In this case, it got 6 days. Once cured, I need to flatten the blank to the brass barrels, making sure both ends of them are flat with each other. This allows perfect mating once the pen's assembled to the pen mechanics. Adapt and overcome is what I'm doing here. This brass barrel is a little too large for my barrel trimmer, so I pulled out my square carbide tool to trim up the end. As you can tell, this one's a lot less to trim away. That's because I intentionally put the barrel closer to the end that the middle of the original wood blank was. Inserting now is one of my mistakes. You might see that the brass barrel's overhanging a touch. So it just needs to be trimmed up, and just like that, it's done. Doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it just needs to be fixed. Moving on to the main turning now. This is my first time turning Purpleheart. I was surprised at just how dense it is. Coming from Australian woods, which are exceptionally dense, it was beautiful to work with. I changed out my tool halfway through and increased the speed to get a nice final cut before sanding. Enjoy. Using my typical method, I go from 150 to 600 grit. I keep my RPM at 250. I keep the low heat so that it's less likely to crack because the wood's now about 2 millimeters thick. So I stop in between each, I give it a quick blast with the air compressor to clear out the pores, and I then sand against the grain so that it can hide any of the circular scratches from the sandpaper. It's now time to really make this wood pop. Adding some heat allows the oils to surface, enhancing the natural colours of this wood that would come out over time. You'll notice light tips at each end. That's because the metal bushings just suck the heat straight out. Fear not. These light ends will naturally purple over time and balance out quite nicely. I found with the experimentation that the micromesh system at higher speed seems to produce better results than going slowly. Now that it's turned, I'll get it pressed off camera. Please enjoy the photo showing off the details in this simply beautiful wood. Thank you for watching. This has been Turning Tuesday. Have a great one.